But I've got my mix right here, again an old shirt, and I want something neck open because I also, as well as the sun damage here, I have it here. So I'm going to start out just dipping 2 fingers in this, and there's just no body to it at all because it's just milk and turmeric. So I'm going to start applying it to my face, and it will drip. Normally I would do this over my sink. I don't put this on my lips. Turmeric is not drying, and that's what's really wonderful about it, is that this is good for all skin types, and it's going to treat things like age spots, darkened freckles, sunspots, and it's going to treat acne at the same time. And I don't know how it works, but it does. And this mix, I have used it, and I've tried this 3 times in a row to make sure this was what was happening. I've used it only as a spot treatment. This will keep for about like as long as milk would. I would, at 3 days in the refrigerator is as long as I would keep this. But you can take this and dab it directly on a spot, and you know, when it's not dripping, you might want it slightly thicker, or just take the drier edges off and dab it on a spot. And I have left it overnight, as long as it was somewhere up here so that it wasn't touching my pillow, because it will stain my pillow. If it's on the side, you may want to cover it with a Band-Aid, only to protect your pillow. I'm pretty sure I'm getting this all over my face. I'm just feeling where it's wet. And this, unlike other masks, does go under the eyes, on the lid, not the upper lid, but I want it on my dark circles. And what it's doing, it has the effect of bleaching the dark circles. So does gram flour. And people ask, well, is this going to stain my skin? And the answer is no. Is it more work to wash off? The answer is yes. And as I'm rubbing this in, I wanted to tell you there's a slight graininess to this. So it's working as an exfoliant. Lactic acid in milk is also working as an exfoliant on the skin. This is very gentle. It's not like the little apricot beads or whatever. So it is a little harder to get off. It's not difficult, I wouldn't say. So I do the first rinse, and after that I've had to wet a washcloth and then wipe off and make sure I've got all around the edges of my face. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here, and I'm going to move my hair back, and it has this slight bleaching effect. And again, you know, try to keep it away from your clothes. And I also have age spots on my hands, and I am sure they're not showing here, but there are 3 pretty dark ones right here and some random ones. And I go ahead and I use what's left and rub it on the backs of my hands. And you can feel it's just this gentlest exfoliating. It's so refreshing after some of the harsh things that we've used. And I'm going to go ahead and use all of it. It just feels good. Okay. While I'm leaving this to dry, I'm going to pan back down and show you a daily treatment that I've done with this that I absolutely am just in love with. In small amounts, turmeric's going to slightly tint your skin, not dye it, tint it. I've got about half a teaspoon of coconut oil in here, and you all know it's my favorite moisturizer, so I figure I just can't go wrong starting there. I'm going to take the slightest sprinkle, being real careful with this, and I'm just dusting the top of this, and I'm going to stir this into my coconut oil, and you see how quickly that colors the oil. I can add slightly more if I want, but what I found is adding this moisturizer to my face with the turmeric with it helped also to treat acne, and it helped my skin give a glow, kind of like some of the products. I have one in my bathroom. I can't think of what it's called right now, but it's supposed to give your skin a slight glow. Well, this is doing it, and it's natural, and it's very inexpensive. Just, whatever the cost of half a teaspoon of coconut and, half a shake of turmeric is. And I put this in a small container, put a lid on it, and it's my daily tinted moisturizer now. So I just saved a load on tinted moisturizers, and it's healing my skin every time I use it, as opposed to makeup, which often damages our skin, breaks us out. I've rinsed my face, and what you'll do as you're rinsing is lightly rub your fingers all over your face, and it's going to move the turmeric around, and again you'll feel this very light exfoliating, and it doesn't leave any sting, it doesn't leave any dryness. What I've done, I've just rinsed once, and I told you sometimes there will be some left over on my face, and I've got a white washcloth here, and I'm going to wipe it over my face. And I'm notorious for skipping the sides when I rinse. So I want to see if there's anything on my washcloth, and there's nothing here. And very slight amount here. So I didn't rinse that as well. But you'll probably want to follow up with a washcloth. That's all I'm saying. That's the only other work there'll be. I wanted to tell you, if you use your turmeric as a spot treatment, the one reason that I like it better than tea tree oil, better than neem, is I had tea tree oil working from 3 to 4 days. I had neem working 2 to 3 days. This works with this face mask. Just the milk. I'm sorry, just the milk and the turmeric together. It works in that period of time healing begins for me. If I use it as a spot treatment, by the next day there is as much healing done as there was originally with the tea tree oil in 3 or 4 days. It can still take a couple of days before it's completely gone, but I'm getting extremely fast results. I'm going to take you over by the window now and let you see my hands and my face, and see what you think about my age spots. Be right back.